Okay, so we've got another equation here, trigonometrical equation with a double angle, okay, of cos 2 theta. So we need to now substitute in something, okay, which is a bit more pleasant to be able to deal with, okay. So we've got results for cos 2 theta, okay. Now you might memorize them, okay, you might know them off by heart and you can go straight away sub them in. If you're not too sure, okay, well, of course we know, first and foremost, that cos squared plus sine squared is equal to 1, yeah? Okay, so we can write it like that, can't we? Cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is equal to 1. We learned that last year, we use it all the time. Okay, but we also know a result for cos 2 theta as well. Okay, so the result that you need to memorize for cos 2 theta is cos squared theta minus sine squared theta is equal to cos 2 theta. Okay, so you notice here I'm obviously using shorthand. You're allowed to do that, okay, as long as that's not in the main body of your results, okay. But when you sort of trying to establish sort of an identity here, you can do that, no problem. So looking at this here, it's cos squared and sine squared, add them together equals 1. And we know cos 2 theta is cos squared minus sine squared, okay. That's the first result we learned. And what we can do here, if you think about it, we've got two equations here. If I add them, look what happens. I add them. C squared and c squared is 2c squared, 2 cos squared. If I add this here, sine squared add minus 9, sine squared is 0. And on the other side then, 1 plus cos 2 theta. So in other words then, if I take that 1 over, I've got 2c squared minus 1 is cos 2 theta. So the result we're going to use in this case is cos 2 theta equals 2, or 2c squared, so 2 cos squared theta minus 1. Okay, so that's an identity which you've already learned, but this is a good way of working it out, okay, if you can't remember it in the exam. Okay, as long as you remember this main identity here. So if we sub it in, we'll have 2 plus 3, so cos 2 theta then becomes 2 cos squared theta minus 1 equals then to cos theta. Expand that bracket, so you get 6 cos squared theta minus 3 when you multiply through that by 3 equals cos theta. Get everything to one side, so you have 6 cos squared theta, take the cos theta over, so it'll be minus cos theta. 2 minus 3 is minus 1 equals 0. Okay, we're then going to factorize it. Okay, so you can do it whichever way you want to here, okay, the way we normally do it. In this instance, I kind of see here that if I make that one 3 cos theta and that one 2 cos theta, okay, and make that 1 and 1, okay, then when I expand this, I need to make this a minus and that a plus, and it will work out, okay, it'll factorize. We factorize that properly there, and when it expands, you'll get this. You get 6 cos squared theta minus 3 cos theta plus 2 cos theta becomes minus cos theta, and then minus 1. Okay, so then we've got that there. So we say then either bracket, either 3 cos theta plus 1 equals 0, or 2 cos theta minus 1 equals 0. So cos theta equals minus 1/3, or cos theta equals 1/2. Okay, then we get our results. So we do cos to the minus 1 of minus 1/3 on our calculator, which will be 109.5 degrees. Okay, and then here cos to the minus 1 over half, which I know that to be 60 degrees. Okay, so we need to plot this then on our graph, okay, cos graph. So between 0 and 360. So remember, when you draw your cos graph, every 3 centimeters represent 90 degrees. So we've got 90, 180, 270, 360. So then the cos of 0 is 1. Okay, that'll roughly do. Not the best, but it'll be okay. So then you've got minus a third is 109.5. So we're about there, aren't we? Minus a third. Okay. So you might get used to this sort of result. Now you appreciate with the cos graph, there's symmetry, isn't there? Okay. You know this is always going to be the case. So it's 109.5 across. It'll be 109.5 back from 360. So you get theta equals to 109.5 and 360 minus 109.5. So theta is 109.5 and 250.5. Okay, you're always taken away from 360 on the cos graph. For the other result, a half. It's about there, isn't it? Okay. So you could see there, we've got the first result, which is 60. And of course, then you're going back 60 from 360. So 360 take away 60. So the other set of results are 60 and 300.